Are old 3D printers still useful? This is a 2017 Anycubic i3 Mega that I got brand new from Amazon in 2018. It was my first 3D printer that actually worked. I bought a couple before that didn't work very well at all, so they went back, and this was the first one that actually worked. It's been sat in the loft now for, I don't know, 2 years, maybe longer, because I got the K1C, which replaced it effectively, and a Solvo SV08, which replaced some other printers that you would have seen before. And I also got this. So it's been sitting in a loft for the last 2 years, rotting away doing nothing. So I thought, well, I'm bored, what can we do? You probably noticed the little snippet there, but it now runs Klipper. I've modified the front to have a USB, so if you ever want to charge your phone from your 3D printer, you now can. Perfect idea. USB input here, which will be for the input shaping when it turns up. I've obviously added some pretty red LEDs, some LEDs up there. Also, I've modified the print head. So it's still a V5 Hotend, but I bought an all metal V5 Hotend, and I've added dual fans. This one's very close to the heater block, but that doesn't matter. This is ABS printed on the K1C. Also, I've added ducting to cool the Hotend with a nice little multicoloured RGB fan. It has a Raspberry Pi 5 in there running Klipper. I've updated the extruder to a dual gear, dual drive, cheap extruder from Amazon, which was like a tenner. I'll leave a link in the description below. Obviously I've moved the extruder from over the back where it was previously here to the front to make it easier to add in filaments. Here is a bench here. I've just printed on it at 300mm a second. It's not come out great, more tuning is required. The main issue being the bow there, and also the smokestack and some weird artifact there. But other than that, it's actually now a pretty good, pretty fast printer. In the next video you'll see a race between this and this, and you'll be surprised as to which one wins. Anyway, like and subscribe. Oh, and also I've got a laptop mounted to the top, which is for the time-lapse cameras for this and for this. And it's just a ThinkPad X270, I think, which is on a laptop cooling pad which is bolted to the top. I need to put some bracing at the back. Anyway, yeah, so old 3D printer, is it worth upgrading? If you already have a Raspberry Pi, then I would say yes. For the cost of a Raspberry Pi today, I would say definitely not. You might be able to find the Pi 3 or 4 which will work just as well, or a Pi 0W2 for about 30 quid. That will probably do you. And then the screen was 40 quid. I'll leave a link for the Pi and the screen and stuff below as well. I'll put in some TMC2209 stepper drivers as well, which has made it so much quieter and print obviously a lot better. upgraded the fans inside to make them quieter. Obviously upgraded the fans there to make them quieter. And a cable chain. I'll leave a link for the cable chain. All I did there was to drill a hole in the bed to mount it under the bed, drill a hole at the back to run the cables through with a grommet. It's better than when the cables used to go through that hole there, which is where the filament sensor is now, poking through because I don't use it. Things to do, very noisy on the bearings, so either linear rails on both axes, or get some new bearings, because these bearings have been well used, probably not greased very well, and the rods are probably worn. So maybe see if I can find some more 8mm rods and some 8mm bearings and update or upgrade all of those. Other little things that I've done, like the Z-axis anti-wobbly things, and just a quick 10-minute print with a couple of bearings that you need. Yeah, and see, this is really its first outing being shown to the world as it is. So yeah, I think you should upgrade your 3D printer if you've got a Raspberry Pi already. It makes it so much better. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe.